Welcome back to Metal Arms Glitch in the System Part 11. Last time we actually ended about halfway through the chapter, or the level, whatever, because, well, we ran out of time basically, and by ran out of time, I decided that it was time because, fuck it, I don't know. And we have this dude right here who sounds like freaking Justin Roiland before Rick and Morty was even a thing. And what do we have to do? We have to somehow get rid of all that water, man, just like how we said. So, let's figure out what we gotta do. I think we have to go this way because I haven't explored this area before. You know what always surprises me when YouTubers say like, oh, I'm almost out of hard drive space. How do you let your hard drive almost run out of space? Like, how do you not keep track of that and like clean shit up, you know? Or order another one way in advance. You know, I mean, I delete stuff, so I don't really care. I'm not that partial to these videos when it comes, because look, when they're on the internet, right? Unless like YouTube crashes forever, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Watch that happen the second I upload this. No, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, because like when I said run out of time, I literally just meant like I decided that we're ending it instead of. Because I don't know, what happens actually if like you're just out of hard drive space? Does OBS crash? Does your whole PC, well, not your whole PC, but your hard drive might just, well, no, it wouldn't shut down. I don't know, I've never done it. I've never let myself run out of space like that. I don't know. It's not a massive hard drive or anything, it's just your standard 1 terabyte, which is nowadays pretty average. But anyway, what are we doing? Well, there's some dudes that are shooting at me because they're shooting at me. That's their job. What we have to do is figure out, I don't have no idea. Maybe we have to go down there and, well, you can't destroy these guys. You can disable the vehicle, as in you can shoot them out of it, but you can't really, like the vehicle itself is indestructible because it shares the health bar of whoever's piloting it. Oh no, wait, I just noticed something. Look at those pincers on the front. I know what that means. That means we're going to have to, you can just shoot them and they die. That's great. That's fantastic. I actually think it's a really cool way to handle this because you don't have to worry about damaging the vehicle, but you just kill them. Unlike a lot of other games where it's like, oh no, you've damaged the vehicle now. I know what I have to do. You see those pincers, right? On the front, where you go like ka-clunk? Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to pick one of these up, right? No. Okay, pick something else up then. And, or, maybe I just have to pick this thing up? I mean, I got a walkthrough ready, but let's see. Oh, yep, pick this thing up, and then I have to use it to... That's it. That's all I had to do. Why did the game automatically do that? Oh.
Well, what do you know? Water's off, so here I go!
Why are you in slow motion? Oh, there you go. What the fuck was that? Was it supposed to be dramatic? Okay, well, checkpoint. That's always good to see. Where's this gonna send me? Bounce pad. Whoa. Bounce pad. No, shut up. Bounce pad. It's just every time I'm conditioned. My brain is just autopilot. Whenever I see a bounce pad like that, I'm just like, yep, it's Sonic Boom. Bounce pad. Even though, you know, it's funny. Why do they call them bounce pads? They're springs. They've always been called springs. Oh, fuck it, whatever. Am I the only one who also refers to those ramps as, like, dash ramps as opposed to just... I mean, I guess, is that what they're called, or they're called jump ramps? It's interesting how in different Sonic games, like, he has different animation for each one. Like, I've always loved the animation he has in Sonic Rivals when he goes off one of those ramps. I don't know why. I thought it was really cool. The way, like, his arms kind of flail back. I don't know. Subtle things like that. You know what also got me really fucking hard? When Forces came out and, like, the, You could hold down the boost button on one of those ramps, and if the game has automated you prior to hitting it, you won't be boosting, but then the second that the game stops automating you, you boost instantly. I kind of missed that. I think well, I don't know about Frontiers. I'm going to play it real soon, but I think Shadow Generations removed that. Like, you have to make sure you hit the boost button separately. You can't just have it held down and then have the game just basically let go of the automation and allow you to... Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I saw that. Oh, wait, that was me, wasn't it? I think my finger slipped and I accidentally hit the... Oh, the fucking grenade button, didn't I? Yeah, well, fortunately, there's one right here for me to replenish my supply. So, let's see. I think we're finally over here. And, hopefully, oh, there's an infinite thing over here. There's a Phantom Ruby thing right here. I have no idea what these are supposed to be. They're just cyberspacey looking fucking you know, portal. They're not even portals. They look like, oh shit. Oh, okay, that doesn't hurt me. I thought that was gonna hurt me. What is this? What is this debris? I'm guessing there's been something going on here, or one of the graphic artists just forgot to get rid of it from the stage when they were finalizing the game. That's a possibility too. What do you want?
Thanks for the help! No problem. Hey, what did you say your name was? My name is Slosh. So, who are you?
I'm Glitch. Good to meet you. Say, how'd you get stuck in here anyway?
When the Mills first took over Iron Star, I was taken prisoner. They threw me in here to see if the bots could survive this big wet nightmare. I've been trapped, stuck, up the river without a boat. Now this place is overrun with mills. They've even stolen one of the smaller generators. See? Used to be right here. Those nasty mills are everywhere. And there are swarmers everywhere. Which reminds me, there's a big mean one at the reactor. But I could be wrong. What do I know? Hey, wait, how did you get here?
I came through the Morbot Gateway in Droid Town. I'm heading to Mill City to rescue Dr. Exavolt.
Wait! If you can get in, I can finally get out! Woohoo! You're a braver bot than I am, man! Wouldn't go to Mill City for anything. It's dangerous, deadly, nasty.
Well, I'd love to use that lift, but there's no power.
No sweat, no problem, no big deal, man! I think I can help you there, glitchy old pal, old friend, but there are too many swarmers. Tell you what! The swarmers don't like the fire much. Nope. They hate the flame. You wait here. I'm gonna go take out those swarmers and restore power to the lift. Woohoo!
I guess we're getting help from Flame Hyanard, of all people. I'm just expecting him to go burn to the ground every 2 seconds. He even has a fucking flamethrower, too. Yeah, it might be the same voice actor. This game came out at the same time, so... Oh shit, we're actually playing as him. Oh, that's interesting. So we got another one of these sections where you actually play as the character you've helped out. That's really neat. Ooh, I can tell, though, that's like 4 frames of animation. Let's jump down, and dunk, and this is now literally Unreal 2 The Awakening. You know, the spiders that don't like the fire. I played that game recently, actually. You know what? It's okay. I think I already mentioned that I kind of like it. Again, it's no sequel to Unreal, but, you know... for one, it's very polished. I like the characters, actually. I think the character interactions are quite funny. I think the writing is fine. And the combat is... it's not fast, you know? And it doesn't really have that serious Sam thing going on either, where you have to, like, be very, you know, selective with your weapons. I can't say it's, like, an incredibly good game in any real way, but I think it's a very solid experience for what it tries to do. You know, Legend did the best they could, really. I mean, it was not developed by any of the main guys. I don't even know if Cliff Bleszinski had anything to do with the fucking game. You know, or any of the other dudes who were Steve Polge or any of the real Unreal developers. Real Unreal developers, you know. In fact, by the end, I mean, Cliff was more focused on Gears of War than anything. Steve Polge actually was quite dedicated to Unreal. He even, he played a pretty big role in that now canceled Unreal Tournament 4 that was going to happen. You can still play that, by the way. It's been archived. Like, there's versions of it that still exist and you can still play. It's quite chunky of a download compared to the other ones, but, you know. Would I recommend playing it? I don't know. I haven't played it. I like the clean art style. I think it actually looks very nice for... it's a nice return compared to the gritty 7th generation piss filter of the of Unreal Tournament 3. Okay, can we move on now? Am I just supposed to keep oh, wait, I bet I'm supposed to do some platforming, right? Because he has like a bit of a jetpack thing going on, so I can just kind of, yeah, there you go. Jump over here. Third-person platforming. Remember when that was fun? No. I need to stop quoting these decade-old live streams by someone who doesn't even do them anymore. Random encounter, but no, not the shitty fucking baldy basic frickin' music thing. No, I mean like the GameSpot show with Danny O'Dwyer. That was legendary. That was really good. And that was like from the 2nd episode he ever did, which was on Kingpin. And surprised how good it got in just 1 episode like that, you know? Yeah. I don't know, it's the kind of streams that I can just kind of binge watch, like, over and over again, and they never get boring for some reason. Like, by all accounts, they should, just by virtue of repetition and how things work. But, like, I can watch this fucking Half-Life Deathmatch stream forever. These guys just never stop spawning. What am I supposed to do? I destroyed those 2 things, right? I can't get past here. If I remember correctly, you can't crouch. Maybe I have to go over here. No, that doesn't highlight. There's nothing for me to do over here. I'm just losing health. I'm gonna die eventually. Oh, wait a second. Does the game expect me to jump inside of one of those things? I bet it does. And it's not gonna communicate it at all. Thank you. I had to lose most of my health to find out. But you know what? That's fine, because I have a walkthrough. So if I ever get stuck, it's because I feel a little bit, sometimes I feel genuinely insecure about my problem-solving abilities, and if I feel like if I use a walkthrough, I'll never develop any, you know? But at the same time, I'm also doing a fucking series, where the whole point is for me to go through the game and give my general impressions. So if I have to look it up, you know, it's not like I'm playing fucking Hexen or something, which I will do a focus on Beyond. In fact, it might already be out, for all I know, because again, these go in a very weird order. But, I don't know. it's like as if I'm kind of what's the word? I'm confused as to what I'm supposed to say right now. Oh yeah, it's because the game is confusing as shit, but at the same time I don't care because I'm not doing a full playthrough of it, you know? So it's irrelevant to me exactly how easy the game is to get through, because I know that the developers probably never wanted you to beat the game, right? It came out in 1995, for fuck's sake. You know, that was before games were meant to be beaten. That was when games were still meant to just be played for a bit, and you tell your friends and they're like, I mean, are games ever meant to be beaten? I guess they are, especially if they're presenting some kind of scripted cinematic experience. What is this level design? I think I'm supposed to traverse this area and pretend to know where I'm supposed to go, but I really don't. So, the worst thing is that I'm on a constant time limit because those fucking bugs never leave me alone. And they're just constantly draining your health. There's really nothing you can do. He seems to be fireproof, though, which is nice. So I can just go ahead and take everyone out with this really, really well-animated flamethrower, actually, for the time. You know, on PS2. Really good. You know what? I've been thinking about something for a while, and it has to do with the whole, like, console horsepower versus accessibility versus price versus a bunch of random things. And I'm thinking, like, I always notice that there's the PC games, right, which were also on Xbox because that was the only thing powerful enough, but they're usually really bad on Xbox anyway, whereas the games that are multi-platform are generally better than the one, like, I mean, obviously those kind of games that are only on Xbox are best on PC. Unless they were, well, they're never exclusive. It's Microsoft. They're almost never exclusive, apart from fucking Forza. Oh, I guess I gotta go this way. But still, like, for example, the Serious Sam games, you just play those on PC. Even Serious Sam on Xbox, which is actually very good, and unlike Serious Sam 2, which is definitely pushing the system to its limits, you still rather just play the PC version, or Unreal 2, you know, or Doom 3 or whatever. And I can guarantee you, if those games are built from the ground up, like this one, for example, this is a console game. They never got a PC version, and pretty much all of the console versions are damn near identical, right? I mean, maybe the GameCube version looks a little better, but, you know, in the Xbox version, because it's the most powerful system, don't you know? But actually, that doesn't mean shit. It's all about how easy the system is to develop for. For example, you know how the PS3 was objectively more powerful? It had, like, double the teraflop, the gigaflops compared. Yes, that's it sounds like a joke, but gigaflops is a genuine thing. It stands for floating operations something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's a real thing. It's not just like flop because it's funny. No, like, gigaflops is a real term. And I think the CPU for the Xbox 360 was only capable of about 115 gigaflops per second, whereas or just, yeah, whatever, however you measure it. But the PlayStation 3 was capable of, like, fucking 200 something, you know? And yet, despite that, most PS3, like, games that were also on PS3 and on 360 ran like dog shit on PS3. And that's because it was a pain in the ass to develop for, where it's 8 fucking processors and stuff like that. Just like how the Saturn was twice as powerful as the PS1, but most games ran worse on that thing. Again, because of the complications. So games that could take advantage of it, I imagine, really did take advantage of it. But games that couldn't, well, they couldn't. You know, come on, you stiff-ass platforming, Jesus Christ. If you're gonna have jumping like that, make sure your controls are solid. For the most part, they're not bad or anything in this game. They're actually quite playable. I mean, this game plays very smoothly. I still have a problem with the vertical aiming, but it's not the end of the world. Most of the aiming is horizontal anyway. This guy's fireproof. Why do I keep, like, holding off on the fire? He's fireproof. I never have to worry about, like, fucking getting burnt. because he doesn't take damage from it. Look, I can just do this. I can hold it until my fucking supply runs out, right? And I have to reload, and I just have an infinite supply of what you call it? Fire. The hot air, also known as fire. I'm guessing that'll kill me. But there's more enemies here, which means we're going the right way. I'm assuming there's these arrows. The game is kind of... it's not super consistent when it comes to how much it guides you, because sometimes there's like these big obvious arrows like, hey, dipshit, this is where you go. And in other times it's like, yeah, figure it out on your own, ass. Good job putting 2 and 2 together, dick. I just love that. Like, that voice acting is amazing. Like, honestly, I love the characters that... I love it when characters just sound like complete assholes like that, and they're likable because of it. Like Krunk, he's just the best character in the game, honestly. Even better than that dude voiced by Joe from Family Guy. I know, it's... I don't know. It actually depends on who you ask, because you might call him someone else. He's done a lot of voice work, that guy. I don't even know his name, but... he, you know, nowadays we probably know him most for, hey, Peter, you know, but it all depends. Anyway, let's try and figure out what to do now. I'm guessing I have to step on this, right? Yes, and then this, what is this? Stop fucking shooting at me, because I will use my flamethrower to indiscriminately burn you to bits. And by burning to bits, I mean, like, 128 bits, because this game was on the PS2, which is supposedly 128 bit. I think the whole bit thing is a little bit stupid, because aren't PCs still to this day 64 bits? So I know it's basically the blast processing of the 2000s, the bit wars. It's like, you know, that was the 1990s, and you had like 64 bits. Okay, that's operational. Ah, I see. Okay, it's really simple actually. We just have to go and make all of these operational without dying somehow, which is easier said than done when there's insta-kill water underneath me. But anyway, we're just gonna keep walking on through and trying to get to every area without getting fucking murdered. And the thing is, I don't know how I get... actually, no, I think I can... No, I can't do that. How the hell do I get up there? He can't jump high enough, clearly. There's no lift. Oh, am I supposed to, you know, take a different path? And then from there I can... Oh, shit, but that'll kill me. If I go there, I'm fucking dead. So what do I do? And it also doesn't help that I can't see anything. I genuinely feel like I'm playing this game blindfolded, because the field of view is so narrow. And this is a third-person game. Like, fucking lift up, like, increase the field of view a bit. Come on, guys. Like, I know it hurts the PS2 to do so, but I'd rather play the game at 15 FPS than at 15 FOV, let's just say. God damn it. I don't want to risk anything, you know? It's like I don't want to fucking die and then have to redo a whole bunch of level again, because obviously if I... Okay, well, let's just move down, see what else I can do. Maybe there's an opening that I haven't discovered yet. There's obviously nothing for me to do over here, and this would just be backtracking, essentially, but I can't go there. Well, I think I know what I'm about to do. Well, you know what? Sometimes the unorthodox method is the correct method. Turns out you're supposed to go over here and run along this pipe. I assumed I would just fall off, because it looks kind of rounded, and so... You know, game logic usually says a semi-rounded object does not actually have any collision. It has collision, but what I mean is, if I step on it, I'll just slide right off. But nope, I can just stand on that, walk across, and now it's going to trigger a little cutscene, and hopefully this will be... This is actually very, very close to the end of the level. And the end of this part, subsequently. Oh, a checkpoint. I guess that means we got another combat scenario. Where I can hopefully afford to die a little more, except that honestly I'd rather not die at all. What did that even open? I didn't even see exactly. I'm guessing I didn't drain the water because, you know, that would be convenient for me. So instead I have to figure out where to go now. Except I don't know what the hell that just did. You have to give me a better point of reference. Like, I don't... Okay, well now I'm scared. I guess I'm just gonna have to go back down. And then maybe go through this thing, because obviously there's nothing for me to do over there. Oh, I bet the previous area that I was in is... Jesus, what the fuck do I do about this guy? I guess I just have to flame myself. Oh, where are we? Is this the place where we're supposed to be? There's some health. Go get it right the fuck now. Because if I don't, I will die. That's kind of how health systems work in video games. So let's see if I can maybe bounce on this. And no, it sends me over here. Well, then what do I do? Maybe I have to bounce back on the other thing. Don't fall and die. Oh, don't die. Okay, well, no. There's no reason to do that. Well, I guess we have to go into this big hole that has the arrows on it. And then maybe I'll find the right way. Oh boy, can you tell that I genuinely have no clue how to play this game? I was like, no, I understand the mechanics, but it's just sometimes you realize just how spoiled you are, even though you'd think that I'd know better, because I don't play a lot of new games. The newest game I've played is Shadow Generations, and that game's a linear stage-based platformer, so it's not like there's any way for me to get lost. But most games that aren't like that will have just a fuck ton of waypoints and super obvious guidance, which obviously this game doesn't have because it was from 2003, but at the same time though, I don't really have that difficult of a time handling something like the original Halo. And you know, I've made it sound as if I really like Halo in my videos. I noticed that. I give off the impression that like I'm a fucking Halo fanboy. I don't give a shit about Halo. I just think it's like the only one of the 2000s era first-person shooters that is in any way aesthetically intriguing to me, as in it's a shooter that's not about the shooting, because the shooting sucks dick in those games, honestly. Like the guns feel like crap, but the world design, the set dressing, the environments, the music, the way the levels are, the way the game is presented is absolutely stunning. So that's why I see it as something a little bit more, you know, because I always try and look at games as more than just their core. And sometimes they truly are, like with Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is not a first-person shooter. It's a first-person, well, Metroid game, basically. It just so happens to be in first-person. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is where we're supposed to go, because there's some health pickups that I would have collected otherwise. Oh, yeah, there's a hole that I probably would not have been able to jump up through. At least I don't remember jumping up to it. Yeah, no, there's no way he can make it out, which means that at this point, we are railroaded, and there's nothing else for us to do than to just move forward. Oh, fuck you. Now what do I do? I guess that's not what I'm supposed to do. Okay, well, let's try and jump our way out, but we can't. We can't jump our way out. He can't jump high enough, and there's just infinite spiders fucking respawning constantly. Look, he can't jump that high. Unless he can jump multiple... He can jump multiple times. Thanks, game. You know, you did a really good job making that clear to me as a player. Maybe I'm supposed to read the manual, but I don't know. I don't think that's... Well, first of all, I don't have the manual. And second, that should never be in the manual. This isn't a fucking NES game. This is a PlayStation 2 game. This is like... How many years in the making? Like, how many years into gaming itself? If that makes sense? Like, let me think. Let's say the first ever console... The first home console. Let's pretend it was the Atari 2600. It's not, but let's pretend it was. 1977. 1997, that would be 20 years, and then another... Shut the fuck up, I'm doing math. So 1977 and 1997 is 20 years. And another 3, that's 23 years. That's 26 years in the making, and you can't figure it out. So I'm sorry, but that seems like kind of shit.
There you go, buddy man, bot! Lift all set to go!
Thanks for the help.
Oh, here! Take my molten rain thrower! You'll need it to get past those swarmers! Bing, bang, boom! Ah! I also got some spare flame grenades you can have! Take them! You'll need them! Yep, you're gonna need them! Rock and roll and home I go! See ya!
You know, I wonder if that cutscene would have played out differently if I had actually used his all of his grenades. If he would have just skipped that line. I doubt it. They probably would have given you some extra grenades regardless. But anyway, that was Metal Arms Glitch in the System Part 11. And I'm going to see you guys in Part 12.